All right, thanks for being here. I'm Tova, and during these challenging times, I'm here to share with you a very simple and basic meditation. So, if you're new to meditation, invite yourself to just immerse into this experience. And what I invite you to do is to find a comfortable seat. You can be on the ground, you can be on a chair, you can be on your bed. It really doesn't matter. Any seat you want. Your legs can be crossed. If you're on a chair, just let the legs do what they do. You can stretch out the legs. What's important is that your physical body is comfortable. And I do recommend having your spine as long and straight as possible just to help support a healthy back and spine. So, starting with the body, take a moment to bring the shoulders up by the ears and then down the back. And do that a couple of times, just loosening up any shoulder tension. And if it helps, you can also roll the shoulders forward. And then ultimately, I recommend bring the shoulders down the back, completely relaxed. You can stretch out the neck a little bit, so inviting your ear to one shoulder, and then over to the other shoulder. And so you may find that often you carry the stress and tension, especially the stress of uncertainty in neck and shoulders. So just taking some time to physically release some of that tension. And then I recommend closing the eyes to minimize distractions. And so that's one of the important things in meditation. There's so much going on. And if we can narrow down our focus, it really helps to quiet down our mind. And so we know that exercise for our physical body is extremely important for our health. Exercise for our mind is just as important for our health. So mental, emotional health is as important as physical health, and they all interact with each other. And so our mind, its natural state is to be active, and especially in uncertain times, it may be overactive. And so the way we exercise our mind is the opposite of our body. And it's taking active, conscious energy to quiet our mind. So take a moment now, take a big deep breath. You can even exhale out of your mouth if that helps to release some stress and tension. And it's helpful to do that a few times. Just use the exhale to release. And whether the exhale makes a sigh sound or it's just a no sound, let the exhales be a little sharper than usual. It's very helpful. And then with the eyes still closed, we'll start with a little breath work. And that just means breathing actively and consciously, breathing deeper than you normally do. And we'll take 10 deep breaths. And you could think about taking 4 counts to inhale and 4 counts to exhale. Inhale, fill your body. Exhale to release. Inhale, fill your lungs. Exhale, release. Continue to breathe deep and be present for what comes up. Often, especially when we go deep in our breath and deep in the lungs, we may find emotions rise. If emotions rise, let them rise so that they can release. This is taking care of your health, taking care of your emotions and your mind. So take about 4 more breaths now. And so if it helps you maintain that focus, continue to follow the pattern breath of 4 counts in and 4 counts out. Otherwise, release the breath control and just allow yourself to be with your natural breath. And so the natural breath is likely gentler than the deep breath. And it's like your only job now is to follow your natural rhythm, to follow the wave of your ebb, your flow. And if you're like most people, chances are a thought will come in. That's okay. That's part of the exercise of meditation. It's even helpful to allow yourself to wake up and be present to the thought. Like, take a moment to actually notice what thoughts are rising. And then allowing the thoughts to rise. It's like excavation. It's letting the thoughts lift and rise so that they can release. And you can even give yourself a moment to allow for that. It's like giving your mind permission, just, do what you want. And with that, watch it, which is very different. Normally, we get wrapped in our thoughts. See if you can simply observe, like you're watching the movie. And so just really noticing what comes up. And then you may find that you just naturally notice your breath again and feeling the rise and the fall. Be with the breath. Come back. And so that's the meditation practice, to come back. Come back to the breath. Come back to the moment. And staying present with your experience. And the experience is the totality of your experience. And that means noticing the thoughts, the sounds around you, physical sensations, and often physical sensations may be linked up with an emotion. So sometimes a physical sensation is simply you become aware of a pain in the knee, or maybe the ankle's bothering you. And sometimes a physical sensation will be a fluttering through the stomach, or unease through the chest, or feeling tension through the shoulders. And then as you feel that physical experience, it's often tied with an emotion, whether it's sadness, anxiety, stress. And so take a moment, notice it, be with the physical sensation, breathe into it, let it run its course, and it will run its course. And then take another breath. And so by giving yourself 5-10 minutes to sit and to be with what is, it really helps to take care of your nervous system. It also helps with clarity. And I'll be doing more videos where I'll even share the scientific research that proves all the wonderful benefits of meditation. But hopefully for today that was helpful. And what I recommend is setting a timer. So you can even put this on pause. You can continue following the breath. And that's the basics of meditation. Relax the body. Take a couple deep, controlled breaths to calm down your nervous system. Then follow your natural breath. Notice the thoughts and feelings that arise. Notice it. Breathe. Be. And keep breathing. I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Wishing you the best.